Afternoon, everybody. I'm back with another sort of a special scent of the day. This is another independent fragrance, and it's from Harmony, but Harmony is spelled with an X. The X is like an H, so it's Xarmony, and it's harmony.net. And the person who makes this is Trill Noel, and some people in the fragrance community know who he is, and he makes these. He has a slew of fragrances. Usually his fragrances have mint in them. He actually has something on his card, Mint for Life, and he's posted something about a lot of his fragrances have mint. This one does not have mint listed in it. And this one was a special one he made. It's called Acqua Di Famiglia. And he made this with the people who had purchased his other fragrances, who've been following him for a while. He asked them what he thought he could make special for them. And I guess a lot of them said they would like something citrusy and something that like an Italian citrus type fragrance. And so he came up with this Acqua Di Famiglia. He has a story on there though, where some JoJo's Adventure or something, and then he talks about other stuff because he does like history, so he talks about history on it too. But for me, I just thought like something like Acqua di Gia, Acqua di Parma, when I saw citrus and I saw the notes, and I wanted it right from the time he listed it. I didn't know who he was, I didn't have anything by him, but I wanted it when I first saw all the notes. And when I read the notes, I'll explain why. And this is how it comes. And I got the second batch. I blind bought this. But when I say blind bought, I've been wearing fragrances for a while, and I looked at the notes, and I understood what I was getting. And, what I didn't know exactly what I would get, I trusted I would get something I would like, knowing what I like. And I do. I really do like this. I'll get into that in a little bit. So anyway, I got the second batch because he sold out the first one real quick. And then he had to make another batch. And then it's been sitting back there. He actually mentioned, I see my bottle back there. It's been sitting back there for about 2 weeks. And I thought today would be the perfect day to wear it. I wanted something citrusy, and I'd wear it today. And originally I sprayed it and was starting to do a video, and I stopped. Because now I've got it on here. I've got it on here. I've got it back here. And I put it on about 4 hours ago. And then we went to Costco. And then, now that I'm making it, I put a new shot right here so I could get that opening again to see how much it's changed. I don't do reviews. Everybody knows that. I'm not a reviewer. So this is not a review. But I will tell you, my experience. I wanted to do this one a little longer. Usually I just spray and say whatever the hell comes out of my mouth. And I'm still doing that. I don't have nothing written down. But in this case, I waited and I went to Costco, and Miss Floss and I talked about this one. And so if originally I went upstairs, originally what I got out of it, it was like luxury. That's all I could think of was it had a luxury smell. It smelled expensive to me. It smelled different. And that's one thing. It has smelled different to me than anything else I have. So I couldn't put my nose on it. And when I get to the notes, you'll understand why. So it smelled different, and what I originally thought was something luxurious, yeah. And then I got upstairs, and Miss Fritz smelled it, and she has not liked it yet. She gives it a 6. It's not that she dislikes it, but she said, that's going to have to grow on me. There's something about that. And her initial thought was soap. She was like, it's a soap, like a scented soap or something. And she said a good soap. She said lavender, but lavender's not in it. But, and I'm trying to get her to say, could it be citrus, hon? Could it be? And it is powdery. It is clean. Because when I get to the notes, you'll see some powdery notes there and all that. A lot of different notes in this. It's clean. It's fresh. It's powdery. It has some marine notes, obviously, because it's called aqua. And it has the citruses, and it has other fruits in it. So, I guess I should start by reading the notes because I'm going to have to read these, okay? And what it starts out with is orange blossom, which is a floral. Then it has green mandarin, which is citrus, but more of an unripe citrus to my mind, and then black pepper, which spice. Then it has aquamarine, which gives it that aqua, that saltiness here. And then it has tonka bean, which I always associate with vanilla, and I could get that. And then it has clementine, which is citrus. Then it has ambergris, which I associate with the ocean, because that's like whale sperm for people. But that's what I associate it with. It's actually expensive, if you get that real ingredient. And then it has grapefruit, which is a more spicy, a more tart citrus, I guess. Then it has bergamot. Then it has oak moss, which is like earthy a little bit. Then it has magnolia, back to the florals. Then it has mimosa, and that's a powdery. That's a real powdery note. And then it has cypress, which is, that's like a Mediterranean fir tree, I guess it would be. And then it has orange, and then it has amber for warm and swazy, and then it has peach and melon, and I'll get it to them. I thought it might have that. And then it has an neroli, which could be citrus or it could be the floral, right? It could be the nori flower. And then it has cedar, lily, and iris. And I don't know if these are the notes listed in order, the base, what's on the base, what's on the mid. But he did mention, I seen him on a live talking about this, and he mentioned one of the things he was trying to do was get you to smell citrus all the way throughout. And I think he's doing that with a lot of, not just citrus. You're getting that floral too throughout. And it's really good. Like on this arm, it's been on there 4 hours, and it has projected in the car. We knew it was there. I don't overspray. And walking around Costco, we knew I was wearing it. I'm still know I could wear it if I hadn't put this. It does smell different on the opening, and that opening is really nice, but it's similar on the dry down. I don't think it's changed so much, other than this is more in your face in the opening. Really good scent. Like I said, I'm not a reviewer. I would think, I talk about like signature scents. To me, this would be a signature scent because of how different it is than anything else I have. I don't have anything that smells like this, and all the way through. So, and that's what I look for in a signature scent. Not that it's mass appealing, although I do think, even Miss Floss said, she thinks this would be something you could wear to an office and not offend anybody, but people might know it's different. So it doesn't mean everybody's going to like it, but because you will smell because it has so much in it, that some people may not like it, but nobody should get offended by it. It doesn't have some type of offensive smell. And I did get like a soapiness in it. I did get a powderiness in it, but I still get the citrus, the florals, and the fruits. And I was even thinking something earthy in there, and I didn't realize these notes, I left. And that melon, And then one last thing I'm going to say about this, on his website, he lists where he gets some of the ingredients, I guess some of the oils he uses. Not all of these. Some of these I'm sure he makes from aroma chemicals, and some he lists where he gets it. And on that peach one, it was interesting. He mentions Marciel Blends fragrance. That was where he got the peach. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The other ones I don't know, what the companies are or whatever, but he lists some of them. And not all of these, not all of these are listed. Some of these he obviously makes. I hope he comes out with samples of this. I blind bought it. I'm happy I blind bought it. I'm happy the price I paid for it. I wouldn't recommend anybody else blind buying anything at this price point. I wouldn't. And I would have never bought something starting out or anywhere at that price point blind buying. And most people do have samples, and he has samples. I have a sample kit from him, a discovery kit. I don't know if this is available as a sample yet, but that's the way I would go. Unless you actually know your own skin and what you like, and you can look at the notes like I did and say, that's something I feel comfortable blind buying because I've looked at all the notes. I'm pretty sure what the accords are going to be, and I'm comfortable that, hey, it may be different than what I expect, but I'll at least like it. I give it an 8. Ever since I had it. The opening, I gave an 8, maybe even a 9. It was really nice. And since I've been wearing it, I give it an 8 the whole time. For me, for what I like and for, what I have. And again, what I really like about it is I don't have anything like this. And so for me, that's what's interesting, why I have it. So with that, please pray for peace, and please help me be kind. And I'll be back tomorrow. Sorry this is so long. And have a nice day. Bye.